and welcome to the Heart of Jessica, and I am Jessica Kay. And today I just want to share with you what is shifting in my life and how beautiful I am finding things these days. So I say beautiful, it doesn't mean that they're not challenging, that I'm not also on my own path and figuring things out day by day. But as I learn things, I want to share them with you. So we all know that there's all kinds of spiritual tools. We have a spiritual toolbox. It's full of all of them and we can use them. And oftentimes I forget, you can use more than one tool at a time. You don't only just have to use one. So it's interesting when we talk about this idea of surrender, because whenever I have talked about surrender, whenever I have talked to others about surrender, or somebody has talked to me about surrender, it's we just need to surrender. That's it. And it's that's a one tool approach. It's okay, surrender, and it's going to shift. And surrender is so important because yes, sometimes all you need to do is surrender and it shifts. But recently I found myself with a couple of situations where I have surrendered and I'm going to follow through with wherever the universe is guiding me, and the situation doesn't shift. So, okay, I'm surrendering, and maybe part of it is just surrendering and this is how it's going to be. But then when I checked in with myself, I was surrendered. I'm doing it. I'm going to make the best out of it. But I was not happy. There were parts of me that were not happy about it. I was not happy about it. I was willing to do whatever needed to be done, but I wasn't happy about it. And I thought, I want to be in the flow. I want to be happy. And if this is something that I need to do that is part of what I'm doing, then I want to feel good about it. And I want there to be ease, because this is part of my year, the no pressure year. I don't want to feel pressure. I want to easily flow through things. So when I tapped into my intentions for the year, to my alignment in my being, and to my desire for my life, I thought, yes, I want to surrender, and I still want there to be ease and flow with the things that need to be done. And I was well, this is totally possible, right? We can manifest anything. So it doesn't have to be a drudgery. And is there mindset? Sure. So I said, I need help. We've talked about that. Phone a spiritual friend. Said, I'm getting ready to have a conversation about this thing that I really don't want to do, but I'm willing to do. And I already know how I'm willing to do it. I just don't feel like that's the best use of my time, the best use of this life, the best use of this moment. So please help me. I was universe, I need help. Please help me. Please help me. Because I know after this conversation, I'm going to have to start doing stuff. I'm going to have to start moving towards fulfilling the requirements for these things to be completed. And I want to do it, seeing myself in the end. So Neil Goddard, Dr. Joe Dispenza, I want to be doing these things, and I want to be happy, and I want to be grateful, and I want to provide the best experience for myself and with those that I'm interacting with. I want this to be good for everyone. I don't want to go into it feeling icky and upset and unhappy. I want to be excited. And so I sat there for a minute and I imagined, what would it look like for me to be excited while I'm doing these things that have to be done? And I envisioned it and I felt it in my whole body. And I said, please help me. Angels, spirit guides, higher self, please help me create this end. And then I let it go. I said, okay, I'm surrendering this to the universe. I just let it go. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to fuss over it. I am going to trust. I'm going to trust in myself, in my own ability to co-create and manifest. I'm going to trust in the universe, that the universe wants to be with me and support me and help me in being in alignment at all times. So part of being in alignment at all times is I want to feel that joy. I want to feel that alignment while I'm carrying out these tasks. And I want, please help me. Universe, please help me. Please support me, help me, guide me, show me, inspire me in a way that I can feel inspired to engage in these activities. Like, help me out. And I let it go. I said, okay, I'm done. I'm going to hand it off to the angels. And I will say that is one of the best pieces of advice that I have ever been given. One of my teachers back in the day said, Jessica, we don't have to worry about things. And I said, well, that's easier said than done. And she said, no, here is a simple exercise to help you not worry about things and to trust the universe to support you. Imagine that your angels are standing by your side and they are willing to help you with whatever it is that you need help with. And then you need to trust them that they will help you with what you've asked for help. And you imagine that you are taking whatever the burden is. Take it. For me, it's like I need to take it, lift it off my heart, take it off and hand it over to them. Take it off your back and hand it over to them. And for me, I'm like, I'm giving it to you. And it's that physicality. I am going to use my physicality to hand it over to a higher power, to a higher being, to help shift the situation. And when I do that, it helps me shift. It helps the situation shift. And then anytime, it's coming back. I'm giving it back. I don't want it. I want your help. And they will move mountains for you. All you have to do is trust that the universe is there to help you. The angels are there to help you. So that simple activity of saying, universe, angels, please help me. And you hand it over to them and you allow them to move in nonlinear ways to help you seek resolution to whatever this is. And every time that thought comes back, just hand it back. Thank you. I'm sorry I took that back from you. I'm going to give it back. Thank you. And then go do something else. So allow this to be an opportunity for you to shift your mind, to move out of those repetitive things. And I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to hand it to the angels and I'm going to trust that they are going to support me. So this is a huge practice. This idea of surrender is not just, there's many different ways to get there. There's many different ways to learn that skill. There's many different ways to teach yourself that skill. One of them is hand it over to the angels and let them take charge. That is a way of surrendering things. And then, like we said, many tools in that toolbox. So I needed a multi-tool for this situation. I was getting bogged down. It was taking up a lot of mental space for me. I didn't know how to resolve it. Even after I surrendered to it, I was still not happy that this was how it's going to be. And I pulled in that phoning a friend, spiritual friend, please help me. Let me hand this off to you and allow you to work your magic in that nonlinear way to put me in alignment so that I can do the tasks that I need to do, still being in alignment and being in flow. That is my focus. I want to be in alignment and I want to be in flow. And what I am realizing is because I have set that intention, all I have to do is remember that and ask for help. And there we are. It's like all of these things like, you've got your toolbox. The angels have their own and they're willing to join in. So I've got all of my tools and they've got all of their tools, and a situation that I didn't know how to resolve, but I was willing to ask for help like that. I could never have created that outcome on my own. It was truly a teaching moment for me. It was a beautiful aha life lesson moment of like, surrender doesn't have to be this drudgery that we put on ourselves. And then if it doesn't work, then we just need to surrender some more. No, okay, that's great. Surrender took care of the me part of it, but there's other pieces that need to be addressed. So what other tools do I need to bring in to help shift and transform this situation for the highest good of all beings involved? So this not only helped me, my highest good, but it also helped the people that I was interacting with and their highest good. So now it offers an opportunity for these activities to be transformational for everyone involved in them. And for me to be excited, because at this moment, if you ask me, I am excited. I'm excited to do this. I feel inspired and excited. Not only has it provided opportunities in my life for shifts, but I'm truly excited about doing the things that need to be done. I'm looking forward to it. It's actually meeting other goals that I had around wanting to have more connection with others and wanting to shift up my day-to-day routine. So it's like all along I've been putting these intentions like, universe, I'd like for my day-to-day routine to be a little bit different. Universe, I'd like opportunity to connect with people different, a little bit more. Universe, I would like to get back to some of those skills, like highlight some of those skills that you would like me to start using. And the universe, and then I said, universe, I need help with this situation. And the universe said, oh, all those intentions, we're going to wrap them all together in one beautiful present that we are going to give to you with a bow on it. Oh, you wanted more connection in person? You wanted to highlight some of the skills that we want you to move forward with using? You want to engage in some creative, inspirational flow? You want these tasks to be easier, and you want your day-to-day to be different? Oh, here you go. Baked it in a fun cake and put some icing on top. Here it is. Enjoy it. Enjoy it because we love you. The universe loves us. The angels love us. They want us to be happy. They want us to be in alignment. They want us to be in flow. They want us to have the highest frequency possible. And the universe and the angels and our spirit guides and our higher self want to help us. They want to be with us. They want to do stuff. Let's play and have fun. Let's manifest something cool. Like, tell us, what do you want to do today? What can we do today? What can we do today to help each other? What can we do today to help the world? What can we do today to help the galaxy and the universe? Because as we co-create with the universe, with our higher selves, with the angels, with our guides, we're not just affecting right now. That echoes out into reality, and it shifts things and it changes things. This energy is huge. So yes, it's like, why me? Why not you? You are an amazing divine being here on this earth. You are anchoring these beautiful energies coming in from the cosmos, and you are anchoring them into the earth. You are a part of the divine that fractalized out and said, it would be interesting to see what it was like to be Jessica right now in this now moment. It would be interesting to see what it would be like to be you right now in this now moment. The universe isn't redundant. There is no one else in this entire universe that is exactly like you, doing exactly what you're doing, bringing in the frequencies that you are doing. You are a unique creation. You are a unique creation. You are a unique experience of the divine, of source, and you are important. So why wouldn't the divine want to dance with itself? Like, we are in this dance with the divine. We are an experience. So how more exciting could it be than for two experiences to dance with each other, to experience each other? We are the universe experiencing itself and experiencing itself through other beings. So it is amazingly complex and exciting and new in every single moment. We can manifest and we can look forward to and we can do, but nobody really knows what that next moment holds. And that's where the curiosity and the excitement and the flow comes from, because that's what the divine and the universe is seeking. Is what is next? What is that next experience? What is that next reality? What is that next moment? There is no good or bad ultimately. It is all experience. And then what do we do next? And then what do we do next? And do we want to participate with that divine energy and dance and flow with it? I mean, we can do it all on our own, but that's no fun for us. And that's no fun for the divine. So why don't we play with each other? Why don't we join together and party and play and exist and be and experience? This human body and our friends and those around us, this is a party. This is a divine party embodied into a beautiful heavenly realm. The earth is a beautiful heavenly realm. It's all in the eye of the beholder. Two people can be standing next to each other and one experience hell and the other experience heaven. So how do we shift our frequency, shift our awareness so that what we are seeing around us is heaven? is a place that we're grateful for, that we feel connected to, that we are in communion with. How can we shift that? How can we ask the divine to support us in that shift, in staying in the highest frequency, in staying in that alignment? It's not easy. It's not easy. It's not something that I can maintain at all times. But there are beings that have been able to, so it is possible. It's not spiritual bypassing, because I can tell you, my life has not been love and light. It has not been coasting through. Oh, Jessica's got it easy. It has been difficult, hard. I have experienced horrors in my life. I'm not afraid of it. I'm not afraid to go down into those depths and to experience them and to sit with them and to meet myself over and over again every day until that is healed. And, you know, it's still going to come up. We go through this spiral of healing. So it's not all love and light, but that doesn't mean that we can't be in that highest frequency. And when I'm in the shadows, when I'm experiencing that, when I'm working with the trauma of the past, I can still send myself love. I can still ask to be supported. I can still seek to transform the situation in front of me, to alchemize it, to be a catalyst for myself and for others. And that ultimately is my goal, to be a catalyst for myself and for others. I need it too. I still have plenty of things to catalyze. I still have plenty of things to transform. So that's always my goal, is how can I transform this situation? And I pray, I ask for the support more often than not, you know, as often as possible. Please allow me to be in the space of mind where I can transform these situations. And it gets easier. The more you're willing to go and be with your shadows, to be with your traumatized parts, to be with your exiles, to be with the horrors of your past, the more you're able to make friends with them and love them and ask your angels in to help you and your higher self to help you, the easier it is to have that higher frequency day to day and to have compassion for yourself and for other beings. So how do you do this? Take care of yourself, nourish yourself, be kind to yourself. When I really started doing that more and more, I realized how kind I really was and how kind I was with others and how much more patience I had with others and how much more loving I was with others, realizing that most people are dealing with as much, if not more, than I am on a daily basis. And being in this human body is hard. And we all just need a little bit of kindness and gentleness from ourselves and from those around us. And if we can do that, that support, that patience allows us to just fall into whatever those emotions and feelings are moving through us, so that we can then feel through embodiment, feel whatever needs to be felt, allow it to move through us. And that is just like a purification of our frequency. That catalyst gives us the opportunity to process and move forward. So that's why I'm such a huge proponent of that love and kindness and gentleness, because that energy of love will transform any situation. And it is the greatest protection that you could ever have. I'll say that one more time. Love is the greatest protective energy that you could ever have. And I know it doesn't make sense because you think, oh, well, love, but it is. Because surrounding yourself in love, treating yourself with love, raises that frequency. And when you do that, a lot of the junk falls away. It can't even reach that frequency. And even if somebody were to come at you, having that frequency of love, it just bounces off. Like it can't come in. So surrounding ourselves with love every single day, no matter what's coming at us, transforming those arrows into flowers. And that's been one of my exciting new practices. Whenever I feel like there's negativity coming at me, I just imagine that as it's coming, it just turns into flowers. Beautiful flower petals all around, just coming, flower petals, flower petals, flower petals. Anything flying into my awareness is flowers and flower petals and butterflies, just allowing it to shift and transform. And that is huge, because then I'm not afraid. If you see a arrow headed your direction, you want to duck. It's scary. You think it may harm you. But if you see an arrow and you're like, oh, what a beautiful flower. Oh, what a beautiful butterfly. Oh, I feel like some negativity. Oh, isn't that beautiful? How do I transform that negativity into beauty? Energy is energy. So negative energy can be a beautiful flower. It can be a beautiful butterfly. It can be love. And for me, I see it. So it's like, oh, that negative energy is like an arrow, but let's make it into a butterfly and let it float away. Let's make it into a flower and let it float away. So use your creativity to support yourself, to keep yourself in alignment, to keep yourself in love, and to help you navigate those hard times. To help you navigate those hard times, and always asking for help, using as many tools as you need in that toolbox. Surrender is just one of them. Asking for help is just one of them. Sometimes we need a Swiss Army knife of energy tools. That's fine. Use them, grab them, help them. Ask somebody who's got some other tools. You got any good tools I could use? You got any good ideas to help me? Seeking that support out, whether it's in person, whether it's from your guides. There's so much out there to help us. There's so much out there to help us feel whole. So thank you for spending time with me today, for hearing what I have to say, and I hope that it was helpful. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, let us know how you're doing, and we'll talk again.